Mazuma TV back in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to Mazuma Nation. I'm back with another boxing video. All right, y'all. It's the beginning of the week. Happy Monday to everybody, man. I don't know how y'all be feeling about Mondays, but it's one of my favorite days of the week because it's the start of something great. And when you truly love what you do, you look forward to Mondays. You know what I'm saying? But what I really want to get into is Naoya, Inoue, Stephen Fulton fight coming up. They fighting out in Japan. It's supposed to be on a Tuesday. I think that shit is gonna start around like 4:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. So they probably won't be fighting until like 6:30. You know what I'm saying? Real intriguing fight. I seen both of them had weighed in last night. Steven looks like he's in shape, trim, ready to go. Look like he made the weight correctly. He looked like he had some weight to spare. He looked like he was nice and hydrated. Didn't really look like he killed himself to make the weight. And you know, we didn't really expect Inoue to look drained or anything like that because he's moving up in weight, and he's been at far lesser weights before. And I feel like he only moved up from 118 not because he struggled with the weight, but because he was looking for a challenge and he was sweeping everybody down there. So both of them guys are like they're in shape, they're ready, they ready to go. This is a great fight for the sport of boxing. It's finally here because they made this fight months ago, so it felt like it was taking forever for the fight to come up to the table, but it's here now. This is gonna be my final prediction for Stephen Fulton versus Naoya Inoue. Looking at Inoue's style and stuff like that, he's definitely extremely athletic. Good hand speed, combination punching. He's fun. His combinations are textbook, man. It's not nothing really unorthodox about Inoue from what I've seen. Has a strong right hand, good left hook to the body. You know what I mean? And he's fundamentally sound, man. Fundamentally sound, and he has some good technique, man. For him to have such a high knockout ratio, it takes a certain amount of technique to deliver these devastating knockouts. So that's just what Inoue has. You know what I'm saying? Looking at Stephen Fulton, I've known Stephen Fulton for years now, not on a personal level, but just knowing him from the boxing scene from Philly, me being from Philly. He's a very crafty dude, man. He's well-rounded. He could give you a little bit of everything and do it well. You know what I'm saying? Boxing on the inside, he showed that against Angelo Leo. He showed that against Brandon Figueroa. Good counter punching. He could punch in between shots. He could catch and shoot. He's elusive when he wants to be. Good reflexes. There's times where he has his hands down. It could completely make you miss. Great jab. I think he has one of the best jabs in boxing. You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, when he's really showcasing it, I think he has one of the best jabs. And just he could box on the outside as well. You know what I'm saying? What I believe he has to do, what he has to do is not allow Inoue to set his feet. He cannot allow himself to get on the ropes against Naoya Inoue because that's when he loves to get his shots off. You know what I'm saying? Inoue's gonna have to find a way on the inside against Stephen Fulton because I cannot see him boxing Fulton from the outside. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I never really seen Inoue like be that. I've seen him get hit clean. You know what I'm saying? Like he's there to be hit. He doesn't have like the best defense in the world. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, for him to find his way on the inside, he's definitely gonna have to. He's definitely gonna be running into some shots. I can see Fulton establishing his jab and giving Inoue problems. You know what I mean? The only thing that I could see that could be a cause for concern for Stephen Fulton is that Stephen Fulton got a lot of dog in him. You know what I mean? Although that may be a good quality, that might also hurt you because you pretty much will convince yourself or allow yourself to trade fire with fire, and that's something that Inoue might want. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's gonna really want the side of Stephen Fulton that's gonna give him movement, that's gonna set traps and make him run into shots and just tie him up when he tries to get on the inside and frustrate him and stuff like that. Just keep turning him. That's stuff that Inoue doesn't want. I'm sure Inoue would prefer Fulton to stand in front of him flat-footed like a lot of his opposition has been in the past and rip shots, you know what I'm saying, and eventually break Fulton down. That's what he's looking to do. And I think because he's seen Fulton stand his ground against guys like Figueroa, against guys like Angelo Leo, etc., he's optimistic that he'll be able to take advantage of that opportunity if Fulton presents it. You know what I mean? And I just feel like if Fulton keeps this nice and smart, and he has a great trainer, by the way, so I know he'll have a great game plan, but hopefully his trainer really has him getting into the outboxing situation. You know what I'm saying? Frustrate Inoue. And once Inoue gets frustrated, he's definitely going to be not thinking correctly in there, and that's when he might start the fatigue from a mental standpoint, and that's when Fulton could walk him down and capitalize and really start asserting his dominance in the later rounds. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I just think that that's the only concern with Stephen Fulton. But I'm sure Stephen Fulton knows what Inoue is capable of. I'm sure he's watched some fight footage on him. I'm sure his trainer has done the same thing. So they know his strengths, they know his weaknesses, and I'm sure they came up with the right thing. They say Fulton's the underdog, apparently because he's behind enemy lines out in Japan. And Inoue has a lot of hype behind him from what the media has been promoting. And them ranking him number 2 pound for pound, and him being a 4-weight class world champion and just becoming undisputed in his last weight class, he has a lot of momentum behind him. So I can see why, like, the people are putting him out there as the favorite. But in all honesty, I think that Inoue has a rough uphill battle against Stephen Fulton just because of how well-rounded Stephen Fulton is and how many tools he has. If we really break down these guys from a stylistic standpoint, then we could honestly see that Fulton has more tools. He has more tools than Inoue. From the physical standpoint, from their physical attributes, he has the advantage as well in terms of height, reach, you know what I'm saying, and just overall size. Inoue has a lot of stuff to overcome in this fight, and I don't think a lot of people are really sitting in there trying to really discuss this situation because they so hyped off of Inoue's momentum. You know what I mean? But with all that being considered, I got Stephen Fulton beating Naoya Inoue by a clear-cut unanimous decision. A lot of people are saying stoppage. I really don't see that. I think Inoue is tough enough to endure some of the punishment that he will receive from Stephen Fulton. But if he does stop him, that will be a huge statement. And he's definitely going to climb up that pound-for-pound list significantly. You know what I mean? So I got Stephen Fulton winning clear-cut unanimous decision. Call it bias because I'm from Philly. It is what it is. I was being as objective as possible. You know what I'm saying? And really just breaking fights down. There's plenty of times where we had Philly fighters go up against other guys and I had them losing. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think below. Do y'all think Inoue is going to come out with the victory? Y'all rooting for Inoue? Y'all rooting for Fulton? Let me know. Regardless, I appreciate you guys tuning in. And if you've been watching this long, I really support you. Much love. This is Mazuma TV. Shout out to Mazuma Nation. And I'm out.